Yeah, I'm gonna start rapping this shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start rapping this shit. Yo, what's good, everybody? And it's Trap Talks TV, of course, but we're back with something new. We got something new for y'all today. We got something new. We got called Trvpspiracies, man. And with Trvpspiracies, it's a new show. We've been talking about doing it for a while now, but now we just got around to the time to do it, and it's gonna be where we, do a little podcast on the conspiracies of the world and things we want to talk about like that, all that little type of stuff that have you thinking like, is it real, is it not, maybe somebody lying out here. But of course, I'm your host, CJ Speed Rush. With my other two hosts, we got Kenny Supreme, and of course we got that boy Londo out there too as well. And this one, and this Trvpspiracies is the first one, of course, and this one kind of, me and Kenny, we was on the online and shit, and I seen it on a list, and he was like, bro, how you ain't know about this? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You feel me? Like, bro was like, how you ain't know? How you ain't know? And he been talking about he knew about this shit since like teenager. So I'm like, we gotta talk about
I
this.
still ain't never heard about it.
Right. I'm like, we gotta talk about it. So we're gonna on the first episode of Trvpspiracies, we're gonna get into the Denver International Airport. And they say, so since this is our first show, you can call it the pilot, you know what I mean? What I'm gonna do, I jotted down the conspiracies they say that's involved in this airport, and we're gonna go through each of them. It's like five, I think. We're gonna go through each of them.
They're gonna do the BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through those five. And
bro, I miss BuzzFeed Unsolved, bro. That was my shit.
And I want to see y'all thoughts on. I want to see y'all thoughts on all of them. But first, if you don't know the Denver airport, which Kenny, we talked about this part too. It was first built in 1929, the original one, right? And they used it. It was like they say it was like one of the primary ones for like 60 something years. But then all of a sudden they just redid it in 1995, right? And they say the man who came up with the plans is a mystery. Like they don't know who he is, type shit. That's what they say. So that's one of the conspiracies right there. So they said this man just came into the thing and just was like, I want to build this, but I want like discretion and shit. I don't know how true that is. Obviously, it's a conspiracy. So I don't know. But first conspiracy, let's get into the runway. They say the runway, and I seen the pictures. When I was watching videos on it and everything, I seen the pictures. They say the runway is make a swastika. Now, I will say, when I was watching the video I was watching, they talked to like a worker there, and she says it's for weather related purposes. Didn't explain the weather related purposes, but she says for weather related purposes.
That shit cap.
So let's get into that first one, the swastika runway. Why would it be there? And I guess it like really, it's a lot of themed with Nazis at this airport, which is so crazy.
Like all the paintings and shit, bro.
Right. We're gonna get into that next.
I feel like the Nazis had a really big hand in the development of Denver Airport. For what reason, I don't know, but all that red, they definitely the red skull definitely had a lot to do with Denver Airport. That shit just too weird, bro. Like, it don't make sense. Like, what the fuck does a swastika runway got to do with weather?
Right. And she says, but this one got me when she said on there, well, we're gonna make more, so it's not gonna look like that. But how long has it been looking like that? And how long has this airport been here that's been looking like that, to say why y'all haven't made more already? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, we're gonna make more runways, so take another picture in a couple of years, it's not gonna look like that. That makes no sense
at all.
Like, yeah, this shit been like this. That's just
like a motherfucker sell drugs and you catch him. He be like, don't arrest me right now, because in 2-3 years I'm gonna have a business. I don't even gonna sell drugs no more. Like, what?
Right. Come back tomorrow, it ain't gonna be here no more.
Right. Come back tomorrow, I ain't gonna sell weed no more. Like, what?
So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. But then let's get into the paintings. Let's go into the next conspiracy with it. The paintings, like you said, there's a lot of Nazi symbolism in those paintings. Like, and again, people look at it as the conspiracy of it. They look at it as like predictions for apocalyptic, how it's gonna happen, because there are parts of the airport that has scenery of like apocalyptic world. Like it's weird. When I was doing the tour thing on the YouTube thing, it did look pretty crazy. So my thing about it is, okay, I gotta say what the lady said. The lady says we're looking at it wrong. That is supposed to be showing how life could be good, not without once we get the bad shit out. Basically, she said we're looking at it in reverse. Basically,
See, bro, like playing mind games. So what do you mean? Like you trying to tell me I don't see what I see? Like what the fuck? Artists should subjective. Like tell one person what they see in the painting. 10 motherfuckers stare at the same painting. They're gonna give you 10 different responses. Like you can't tell nobody what they supposed to see when they look at this shit. It is what it is. Y'all painting evil shit on the wall and people calling it out. Like why would like who picked that design for an airport, bro? You going through, you about to get on a flight. You want happy vibes, peaceful vibes, family oriented vibes, not big ass giant Nazis holding swords and all this shit. Kids goddamn with guns and shit on the wall. Like, come on, bro. You got New World Order paintings when it's children from every nation all together and shit. Like,
right, and then even with even with the connection to the Freemasons in there with the plaque thing, and on there it says built by the New World. What does it say? New World. Wait, hold on, I wrote it down. Hold on. New World something. It was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, what is it, yo? It's like the new airline something, but it's like connected to the New World Order, bro. Like how, bro? How? Oh, New World Airport Commission, bro. That's what they were called. But then she says about that, she says, "Oh no, that was just the people who planned the like basically like a party planning group." What? What? That's what they called themselves. The people who came together to make it happen.
please.
I don't know, man.
Next fucking lie.
I don't know if Nazis were in Denver. What would they serve to have an airport?
No. Like I don't even think I don't think it's particular like Nazis themselves, but I feel like it is some type
Nazi
of
sympathizers,
right? Or like somebody trying to put out a message for their sake or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think it is. Because
but
most of them niggas was either.
I would say the swastika. I'll say the swastika sign in Japan is a sign of peace.
No, but see, but that's the thing, Lando. Like when you look at the pictures, I ain't just talking about the swastika. They have actual Nazi soldiers painted.
On their pictures.
They have actual Nazis painted on the wall, like Nazis in gas masks with giant swords swinging on children and shit. Like they have that painted on the wall.
I'm assuming this airport's not non-operational now.
No. That's the thing, and I was going to get into that. They
people fly every day
into it now. They feed
Wait,
into
really?
it. Like they promote.
So
that
it's an
shit
attraction, say.
Yeah, it's like a tourist thing. Yeah, like they use it as like a thing now.
Yeah, like it's people that go to the Denver airport and don't even fly. They just take pictures of the airport.
Yeah, they just there. Like even like with the gargoyle, because before they said the gargoyle, right, used to whisper. Yeah, there's okay. So there's like statues. There's like gargoyle statues.
George.
And, George, and they say like
this nigga name has a name.
Yes, and they say he be whispering.
It's a bunch of gargoyles. It's a bunch of them. Like it's gargoyle statues all throughout the airport. But it's one particular gargoyle. They call him George. He be whispering and talking to the passengers, bro.
Mm-hmm. But now,
is he close to the? Where's this posted at? Where's like George at? And he's in the actual.
I don't know where he at in the airport, but I know he's actually like he by the terminals.
Yeah,
somewhere.
But you know
like his videos on YouTube is like finding George, and like you'll see people walk through the airport trying to find.
They have now. She says they bought one that talks now. That's what she said.
Like an animatronic one?
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, oh, that's just we once people started saying that, we just fed into it and bought one basically.
Where's all this stuff coming from? Like was there like a big story?
Okay, so even like with the underground tunnels, those stories where they said there was people, the construction workers down there said they seen lizard people down there. Like that's what they said. They said they seen lizard people down there. That's
But
what
yeah,
they said.
Lando, that's like the biggest conspiracy of it is that Denver Airport is a Ponzi scheme posing as
Yeah,
an airport, but
for
really
other
it's some type of like top secret
secondary
government. Yeah,
Area 51 type shit.
exactly. Basically like Area 52, like for lack of better term.
And there's an alleged bunker under there that's supposed to be when the world ends. All the billionaires are supposed to go under there,
Right.
basically.
It's they're nuclear bomb proof. It's nuclear bomb proof bunkers and shit underneath the airport that are actually there. Like the airport goes, it's just as big up top underground.
Right, but she said those tunnels were used for luggage usage, like for luggage baggage getting it through faster. But she also said, which is crazy, she said that they don't use it no more because it's not fast. So why were they there in the beginning if y'all thought it was fast?
That's not
Because
fast. Walking bags
technology.
down. But I'm
Technology
saying,
wasn't
bro,
that keen back then, man. You gotta think this. You said the
But they rebuilt.
1920s.
No, they rebuilt this in '95,
The
bro.
tunnels.
Yes, bro. This wasn't like this before. They
So they
rebuilt it.
were
yeah, bro,
no.
this, this was a
Were
whole
they
nother
using?
airport.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, were they using those tunnels to bring luggage
No,
back and
bro.
forth recently?
The airport before was like little as fuck. They rebuilt it. The tunnels came when they got rebuilt
Yeah.
in
So they.
'95.
Oh, the tunnels just got put there
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
Yeah, the
20,
saying.
tunnels got
28
built
Yeah,
years ago.
at the reconstruction. Exactly.
Oh yeah, then yeah, they're definitely counterproductive. I'm thinking the tunnels were
Exactly.
made in
And in
1920.
19, oh hell no. And then in
that's what I'm saying.
1995, technology was savvy enough that you ain't have to.
You ain't have to do that
You didn't
shit.
have to fucking use tunnels, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Like I'm pretty sure they had the baggage little things they use now, or close to it. So it's like, nigga.
You don't even know how baggage claim works. Don't say
But
that.
I'm saying, don't they just come on? It seems like they put it on that. They throw it out to the.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's more than than just that
But I
little
mean, but they
carousel.
even show videos of people riding around down there. So it's like I don't get how people ain't using it still. So somebody lying again. But then they said to beat the lizard people allegation. She said, oh, it was just workers trying to like.
To beat the lizard people alligator.
She
Wait,
said it
so
was a,
is that supposed? Does that mean that the government is actually lizard people, or is that, or
hey,
do you think?
it's somebody. What you think, Kenny?
That's crazy.
Yo, what's good, Harley?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit definitely spooky as hell though, bro. Cause it's like, why y'all doing this shit? Like,
I don't believe it got anything to do with Nazis, but
oh no, it's probably more than likely a Nazi sympathizer who thought it would be a like play
oh,
Well,
type
it
that's
shit
gotta. It's
as a
probably
that's
the.
joke.
cool.
Speaking of that time capsule thing with the Mason shit I was talking about earlier.
Wait, they
They
have a
said,
time capsule in
yeah.
there?
So there's
They
a.
found one?
Yeah, it's a time. No, it's a time capsule that was built into it or whatever from the Freemasons that they say put. They say it's nothing but inside of it's two baseballs, the mayor of that time's
And
shoes.
let's not get these Freemasons mixed up with the Jeff the Lodge Masons. They're not the same thing.
Right. It's not the
Right,
same.
right, right, right. And they said it's like some other memorabilia from Colorado of that time. That's what they say is inside of it. But it says don't open until 2029 or something like that, 2090 or something like that. Like they say don't open until like later in life.
When was it? And when was that starting to get shit put into it? What year was the time capsule? Like, it had. Like, when did they start putting stuff into the time capsule?
When it was,
Hello?
I guess when it was built, but it said don't open until 2094.
Yeah. So when did they stop it? When did they stop putting things into it?
Well, I guess when it was like done built, like they did it when it was built, like that happened in the 90s or when it got built up.
Yeah,
When it
but
opened up in the 90s.
is the time capsule still like able to put stuff in?
No,
Because
no, it's
2090 is
sealed. That's what I'm
nowhere
saying. It's
close.
sealed. It's sealed.
Yeah,
Also,
they air
it's
seal it
only
after they
things
do
from
it. They air seal it.
95.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
it's
only
sealed
things
from
from
six.
95.
Yeah, yeah.
Why the hell did they pick? Oh, they wanted to open it 100 years later. Oh, that's crazy.
I guess some shit like that.
Do you think it will be open?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably won't see it, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll be old as hell, but we'll be. I don't know. No, we probably won't. We'll be 100
We're
by
not gonna
then.
see it. Nigga. We'll be over.
Nigga, we
Niggas
was
gonna
Oh,
literally born in '95.
exactly. Niggas gonna have to be 100 years old.
yeah. Damn. Fuck. Shit. Well,
Well, we'll never
they
know.
should have did that a couple of years. They should have did it 10 years after we were
Yeah,
born,
yeah,
so we
10
could have
years.
seen. So we could see them when we was 80. Is it a no go for the roll up now, or is it past
No,
the
go
time?
ahead. I mean, I just be smoking off camera. I don't really-
Well, I couldn't because we were talking about. Anyway, well, I don't know why we're breaking for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, what? Oh yeah, we talked about the underground tunnels. We talked about
And
the secret mirrors.
my favorite one, Lucifer.
Oh yeah, the main event.
Lucifer.
The main
What do you mean the
event.
main event? I thought you said
Lucifer
there
is
was
the
like
main
I thought you
event,
said
nigga.
there was I thought you said there was like five. Why are we
Well, we
getting to the
kind of
main
mixed it
event now?
all in like when I brought up the
Oh.
yeah, it all got mixed in. But the main event, yeah, Lucifer. So there's a blue
Wait,
horse.
so Lucifer's there and he's
No,
blue?
but
Lucifer.
listen. So there's a blue horse that was built, right?
Sounds like the horse of
And
apocalypse.
and it has red glowing eyes. But the creepy thing about it is
Oh, that's what Adonis seen.
yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. The Lucifer shit. So he created when he right before it was done. When it was done, it fell like a piece of it fell and killed him.
With the artist that made it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like while he was sculpting it, bro, it was almost finished.
And he died.
The horn fell off the head and impaled this nigga to the ground, bro. The
Yeah, well,
artist.
yeah, it impaled his leg. I found
Who
out, but
wait, is he the one that named it? Lucifer?
yeah, he named. He
Yes.
said yes, and you know what they said? The reason behind the eyes, they said he
Hmm.
did it in honor of his dad because his dad worked with neon signs.
The fuck that got wait. In
That shit.
1920 there was neon signs?
But no, that came in the new when it got rebuilt.
No, speed. And then this another weird part about the Lucifer shit. He got paid to do Lucifer 20 years before the airport got rebuilt.
Oh,
He was already working on the statue for what? Like
yeah.
it wasn't even no airport there yet, and you put a big ass giant horse statue there? That shit is wild as fuck. Like what in the fuck? Then you name
First
it
of all.
Lucifer.
Lucifer of all the names. Why is it that when Kenny said that shit, I was like, what?
It's actually
I thought,
blue? Like, is it
yeah,
actually
it's
blue?
Yeah, bro. It looks
B
like
Lucifer.
if you read Revelations, it looked like one of
Yeah,
the
it looks
horses
like
out of
the
the
horse of apocalypse.
Yes, that's what it
Yes,
looked like. Like
that's what they
straight up.
said. That's what they said. It looked like one of the four horsemen. Yeah, of the
Because
apocalypse. Yeah,
one
Yep,
of
it
them
looked
is
like the
blue.
right.
They say one's a blue one, one's black, one's
mm-hmm.
white, and then one's red. One's red.
Yep, and that's
Yeah,
what it
but
looked like.
this is the
Out
blue
of
one.
any, see, that's one thing I did in church. I knew I wasn't paying attention, so I was like, let me sit here and at least read something that I have some interest in. Because that shit, I'm telling you, that shit was crazy. And a lot of that shit they were saying in there, it definitely do seem like it's coming true nowadays. I ain't gonna lie.
No bet.
Oh yeah, that I ain't gonna lie. That was the only part that I really cared about too. I ain't gonna lie. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. I used to watch
No,
videos
not the
on that
Four
shit.
Horsemen. I care. I read the entire fucking
Book of Revelation, me too.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And while in church, like, because I knew I wasn't gonna listen to what they were talking about, so I'm like, let me at least do something worthwhile in here and like learn something. So yeah, that's when I did that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the. But then of course they done. So they basically, like I said, they done made it into like a tourist spot. Like they feed into it. Like they got brochures with conspiracy like shit on it and all this shit and yeah, like they feed into it type shit now. So
Now they feed into it, but I feel like
yeah,
their original purpose, it was
yeah.
something that they was finna do in Denver. Like they probably got sidelined or they probably moved it somewhere else. It was getting too much attention or some shit. But yeah, I
Niggas
feel
is
like
probably getting too close to the truth for real. You know how that be. And then they was like, fuck it, we might as well just make profit off this shit.
exactly the best way to hide is in plain sight.
So it's
Yeah, because
probably still under there.
niggas
Because I
ain't
don't
gonna
think they
believe
would.
it.
I don't think exactly. Because she was smiling too damn much. Oh no, that's just another one of those things they just say. Because he in the
Well,
video.
she probably think that. How would she
I mean,
fucking
yeah, they
know?
probably ain't telling her everything anyway. So,
She
oh
probably
yeah,
actually think it, huh?
Yeah, about to say, I already said they said the workers be down there trying to scare people with lizard shit on. It's like, if you really doing that, like you really about to go out your way and buy a lizard costume to try to scare some damn body, that's crazy.
No, people do that. What do you mean?
Yeah, people do
People
shit
go
like
out
that.
and
You gotta think, bro.
people have whole prank videos. What do you
I mean,
mean?
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
a couple
okay,
years
okay.
ago, bro, people was dead ass dressing up like clowns, standing
No,
in
I
people's.
remember.
Exactly.
I remember. I was in basic when that happened, and it was in South Carolina. And they like when I got out there, they was like, yeah, we've been having people get on base dressed as clowns and stuff. And like, I'm like, yo, y'all, wow,
And that they ain't have nothing to do with nothing. They was just doing it to do it.
right, nigga. I remember, yo, Kenny in Albany when I came home for Christmas. On that, it was a home run food over there across the street from where Maggie Moo's used to be, where KFC and shit is over there. Nigga, on their door it said, please wear a shirt and no clown costumes. I was like, hold the fuck up. They was out there doing that shit in Albany. I was like, what the fuck? Thought I got away from this shit.
No, it was dead ass people popping up
Remember,
at BP's, bro. The BP on Dawson Road. A nigga used to just stand like a clown. He'll just stand in the back of the parking lot looking at people. Like, what the fuck?
remember, remember
Go
the
Yeah,
check
last thing that.
before you get
Remember the
your ass
I
last
killed.
need
nigga.
that. I need.
Remember the last nigga that was running around Albany around 2018, 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
That nigga running around stabbing niggas.
Oh yeah, yo. So I forgot to tell you, they was lying.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, they were trying to spook us. I don't know why. Cece was trying to be funny because I was like, when did this happen? Yeah, my sister told when Miles came out there that there was a nigga in Albany running around stabbing niggas.
I'm like, damn,
Yeah, dog.
this nigga still loose.
Nigga said he ain't never got found.
A serial stabber.
That's sick.
Right.
That's sick. But yeah, so yeah, man. So before we got off the tangent right there, but before we get up out of here, I guess we want to end it with. So do y'all think there's any truth to any of this? Like, do y'all feel like, and deep in y'all mind, do y'all really feel like,
The bluey shit stands out the most to me because why the fuck motherfucker gonna do anything like that? And then the nigga died behind it.
yeah,
So
that was creepy. When Kenny said the nigga died and I was watching that shit, I was like, oh, that's wild.
now I want to see Bluey. God damn.
That's what's on the cover. Go look at the cover, the thumbnail. That's who it is. That's what it looked like.
And Lando, it got lights all around it, like highlighting that bitch.
Bro, you see the way the thumbnail looks? That's Maya added a little bit of filter to that, but the original picture doesn't look too far from like spooky like that. Like that is. Like it looks creepy with that, like with the airport in the back of it. Like that shit looks crazy.
Also, why the fuck do they have gargoyles in there? Like, what's
They
the
right,
point of
random
that?
ass gargoyles.
I'm not. I don't think the gargoyles mean anything. Niggas used to have gargoyles,
But it's just like these motherfuckers talking about they talking and shit.
but
But I ain't gonna lie, I can put gargoyles in like cult type shit, like some secret cult type shit. I can see that in like somebody's lair.
yeah, but nigga, there's gargoyles at old houses still. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's creepy
Yeah,
to me
I
too.
can't.
you'll see gargoyles on the top of people like panels
Old
and
ass
shit.
cribs and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they used to have back then. They used to think that. I
I guess
think
that was
they
like
thought it.
decor. It was like decor for them back then. Like,
Yeah,
No,
but they used
you
to
know,
think.
the original purpose of a gargoyle is to scare off evil spirits.
Yeah,
see, that's some spooky shit.
no, it's not. Not if it's
They
supposed
said
to
we
help
trying
you.
to get them away. Well, then that's a good thing actually. Hold on.
But I honestly think like the Lucifer shit, that's some weird shit, most
Yeah, that's
definitely.
probably the biggest thing
But
that's fake.
the rest of that shit, I honestly like we said earlier, I honestly think it was just like whoever designed it, they was just playing a sick ass joke. So like, hey man, let's put a
Like
bunch of weird.
Easter eggs, like some sick ass Easter eggs.
But it
Exactly.
probably wasn't. It probably wasn't a sick joke, nigga. This is 1920. This was built. He
No,
probably
it was not, bro. This one was rebuilt
the
like
Nazi dude.
no,
This is
no, that
all.
wasn't okay. So he
This is
gave them
all
the
when it's
plans.
rebuilt. None of
Listen,
this
listen.
has to do with 1920.
No, no. Okay, so the original airport was there in 1929.
Oh my
Then
god.
a nigga came in 79 with some plans, and then it got built through then till and it got done in 95, like somewhere around there. It opened back up in 95.
And
So
when it opened back up in '95, that's when the swastika stuff
that's
started.
when all that shit was there.
Yes, that's what we telling
Yes.
you.
Oh,
That's what we've been saying.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking all. No, no, I'm thinking all this weird shit started in 1920.
No,
That's
no.
what
The
make it
reason I
crazy.
had to say that's what I'm saying. The reason I said 1929 because back then, when it's just crazy how like it was barely really used too much like that. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, this dude came in and was like discreet because they said they didn't know who he was. Like people was acting like they didn't know who the dude that came up with these plans was.
Put it to you like this, Lindo. If a random billionaire just pop up in Albany and say, "I want to redo the airport," and I'm gonna put a giant red tiger with glowing black eyes in front of this bitch, you gonna be like, "Who the hell are you? Why?"
No,
Like,
right, but
the Denver
I'm
airport
thinking,
wasn't even performing. It wasn't
Right.
even.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm thinking these conspiracies started from
Oh, I get.
1920 because
That's
because
what make it
niggas
even
is
more.
bringing.
I ain't gonna lie.
No,
If it started in 1929, I wouldn't think it's weird.
Right.
I think it's even weirder. I'm like, nigga, it's been almost damn near 100 years of weird shit there. So something has to be going on there.
But
That's
nah,
even more alarming.
nah, this shit was more like he
But the
came out
fact
of
that it
nowhere.
started in '95, it makes me think that it's just some fucking internet fad type shit. Because like '95, niggas was still uneducated. Niggas was still kind of getting used to technology back then and all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe the nigga was fucking with niggas. Maybe he did do it to fuck with niggas. Who knows? But if it happened in 1920, niggas in 1920 was
But
dead
what
ass.
like I
Ain't
mean
nobody in
they say the
1920
Masons.
joking like that.
Okay, the Mason part, that's the thing, because the Masons always been connected with some like cult type shit behind the scenes, the Freemasons. But so what about that? But then, like the lady said, they always be connected to like high priority type construction, some type of way they give money to it. So do y'all feel like with that time capsule, that's all it is, or is it really something else to it? And the New World Air Commission says thing, is that something to look in? Like, is that something, or was that really just a party group or whatever that helped out with this?
I really don't know. I can't even honestly tell you. It seems like it literally seems like it's just I don't know. It seems like it's a bunch of rumors going awry. Honestly, like it doesn't seem like there's any factual basis to any of this shit. Just a bunch of assumptions.
Yeah, it's just it. That's usually what conspiracies is. It's bumps any.
No, but at least there's usually people get like yeah, I mean have kind of some type of proof or facts about the like none of all this shit other than the Lucifer shit is just he say she say type shit. The Lucifer shit is the most like physical evidence you could look at and be like, this is weird. You know what I mean?
But could it be? And I'm just asking a question because I agree with you. Because I look in like when I was like I'm right now. I got to talk as in like podcasts where we
No,
got
no, yeah,
yeah. But when
yeah.
I was watching it, I do agree. I'm like it is self like it was the '90s and '90s was all about all that. That's when all that really shit was happening for real. Like getting into all that and like you said, the internet fads and message boards and all that shit was coming around. So it's like I do agree. And but then again, I can see what people's like. Oh, they're now that they're feeding into it and like promoting it as you know like come over comes like a tourist attraction. It's like
Mm.
it could be something hiding in plain sight. It could be, but
I mean,
again, I could
yeah.
see, I could, but I mean, any of this could really be something. It ain't the first time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's not the first time we heard anything about lizard people and elite billionaires doing bullshit. So it wouldn't be the last time we hear some other shit. This one just caught my eye. I thought
Why
like,
Denver though? Why
that's what I'm saying.
Denver?
Like
What's in
that's what I was
Denver
saying.
that
Like what's in exactly what? But also, I didn't bring this up with the tunnels. They say a lot of the tunnels like lead to certain places, like
like certain
certain
other
bases.
cities or states
Like
or
yeah,
just
but no, like certain like a base. Like then she said like they said one of the tunnels lead to like some mountain out in Colorado that's supposed to be some other like conspiracy attraction type shit.
Wondagore Mountain?
Yeah, is that what it's called? I don't know.
No, that Wondagore Mountain's from fucking Marvel. I
Oh,
was just playing.
I'm like, girl, is that what it's called?
That's where Wanda and um fucking Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. That's where they were born and taken care of by fucking by a cow, a humanoid cow,
Oh,
and it has something to do with magic. That's the only reason why I say. That shit Boston brings in the Wondercore Mountain. Imagine that.
Right. That's what
The
it was.
fucking mysterious ass fucking
'Cause she said some names, but
airport.
that's why I was like, I couldn't remember because it was like some weird ass names.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, it could have been that shit. But yeah, so she said, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, there's always been rumors that these tunnels lead to there and to military bases and secret nuclear testing sites and shit."
I mean, hey, that I can believe though. Now that you like, you know what I mean? Like, I could definitely believe it. But like you said, like I said, there's no like none of this is
But
even.
my thing is like, what's the point of keeping them around and like if y'all not using them anymore? Like they're just
Well,
there.
there's tons of underground rail like not not like Harriet Tubman.
I know I
I
wasn't
make
gonna say
that
that. What are they
distinction.
gonna say?
But like, there's tons of like
Yeah, underground.
railroads that motherfuckers, railroads, subway roads that people used to use underground that niggas don't use anymore. What are you gonna do? You can't knock it down.
I mean, that's true. You can't like seal it up for real. So,
Yeah, that's I mean, but
well,
yeah, a lot of if we took a, a complete like tour, I they definitely might be doing something underground. 100% sure. Because who the fuck? One, half these people don't know the roots. Because all
right.
this shit's old as fuck. So yeah, I mean, I definitely 100% would not doubt that.
I'm trying to see if he's gonna get it back on. I don't want to just get off. Gonna get it back on.
Maybe have to charge his phone, so it might be a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, we already got it all out, but it could be like with any conspiracy, of course. It could be true, or it could just be some internet. Ooh, it's fun to think about and talk about.
That's what you viewers at home have to find out.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below.
Do your
Like,
homework.
share, subscribe. Let us know if y'all think the Denver International Airport is the one of the hubs for the Illuminati, or is it just coincidences and certain things that they just, you know, I don't
Can't
know.
understand.
Yeah, right. It's just like certain shit that people just making up. Or are the lizard people real? Or is it really co-workers just dressing up to scare people? You know? Is
Or is it both?
right. Or is
What
it
if it's
both?
both? What if all this is
Yeah,
true?
what if it I'm about to say, what if they feeding into it and one of them really did turn into, it is what it is. But uh I'm trapped on this, I'm trapped Bambino. That's Londo over there. I'm Speed. I'm high, but go follow us. Kenny, that was Kenny Supreme. Go follow him, Kenny _ Supreme. Trap _ Rolando. Trap _ Bambino. And
Trap Talks TV
Trap
every
Talk
fucking
TV
where,
everywhere.
man.
And go make sure you go check out the latest episode. We dropped that last night. Shout out to Harley Hendrix. Um, and tomorrow we got our bonus pod, so check in for that. Men versus women. Why can't we be friends? Type shit. Let's get along, man. Let's figure out what the issues is. But we'll see how that goes. But this is a little bonus pod. Check in with us tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, like I said, Trap Talks TV, man. And this is Trvpspiracies, the first episode. Check in. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna drop
Yeah,
it next.
check in. We're gonna have this. This is the first time, so we're gonna iron out all the kinks
Yeah,
with this,
it's
and
the
we're definitely
pilot.
gonna come more detailed. And we're gonna have at least. We should probably have two, because I mean,
Yeah, because that
two
shit.
would probably be. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like we're just talking about the same shit, and
trying
it
to
gives
space
people
out and
more
shit.
shit to think about, like
But let
more
us know in the comments
opportunities.
too. Let us know in the comments what
Yeah,
conspiracy
Let us
to
know
talk
what
about.
we wanna, you know what I mean? Help us be the next BuzzFeed Unsolved, because
Yeah, something like
you know.
that. Yeah. We try. Yeah, we're gonna be Trvpspiracies though. But yeah, let us know below
Yeah, I
what
know. Yeah.
what conspiracies y'all want us to talk about. And, like I said, it's the pilot. So like Londo said, we just ironing out the kinks, man.
It's
So
gonna be a lot better, man. Tune in, tune in.
tune in for real. And and we might need to be looking for a intro. So if you might have something spooky, send it to us, man. Beat, song, whatever, man. Send it to us. And like I said, it's Trvpspiracies, man. We out of here.